Ladies and gentlemen, today I'll take you on a journey back in time to one of the most iconic companies in history, Apple. Today I'll talk about the start of Apple, the early inventions of Apple, and talk about how Apple is now. It all began in a small garage in Los Altos, California, in 1970, with Steve Jobs and his friend Steve Wozniak. They were both college dropouts, and little did they know that their passion for technology and electronics would change the world in 1976. 1976, they released their first computer, which was the Apple I, and they aimed for user friendliness and aesthetics. And then in 1977, the Apple II was released, which was a prime example of philosophy, and it had a clean, user friendly interface that was the first computer with color graphics. It became a hit among business and schools. But it was a commercial success and paved the way for modern computer interface that we all use today. Apple's journey was a little bit halted when Steve Jobs was fired in 1985. He was ousted from the company and ended up, after he got fired, he ended up just kind of going a little alone. And his time away, he founded NEXT and then acquired Pixar, which I guess he just basically bought it. So, and then in 1977, Steve Jobs returned to Apple when the company was on a brink of bankruptcy, and he had a vision for passion. He had a passion for innovation that couldn't be stifled. He revitalized the company, introducing products like the iMac. And then in 2001, he created the iPod. 2007 was the iPhone. And then 2010 was the iPad. The iPad in 2010 further expanded Apple's reach. It created a whole new category of personal computing devices, redefining how we interact and content with the web. Steve Jobs' relentless pursuit of perfection was evident in every product that was Apple released. He was known for saying, "Design is not what it looks like and what it feels like. Design is how it works." In 2011, Steve Jobs' passing left a void in the tech world. However, his legacy lives on through Apple. Eventually, Apple was taken over by Tim Cook, and he just took over. Steve Jobs ended up actually helping Apple reach to $3 trillion just a few months after he passed away. So I guess you can consider that a pretty good milestone. And then in conclusion, we talked about how Apple became such a, the start of Apple, the early inventions, and then how Apple is now. And then here's my sources.